Hello, it's me, Allison. It is the 7th of February 2012, a Tuesday, and I wanted to come on here and just lay it all out. Okay, so I've told you all about the shedding pounds for hounds and my regain and all that. I regained probably around 30 pounds, something like that, give or take. And so the shedding pounds for hounds started on the 3rd of January. Well, I have to be honest, and I need to do this for me and just for accountability and for just to put it out in the air. You know, I've always tried to be real on this blog, and, you know, sometimes in being real, I said nothing at all instead of coming and saying, everything's wonderful, and, you know, I didn't gain anything, and blah, blah, blah. Well, we all know that I did gain some. It could have been worse. I don't think I'm a failure, like I've said before, but I just need to get back to where I know I need to be and carry it even further if I can. So anyway, it started the 3rd, and to be honest with you, I have not been following any kind of plan or eating, you know, the way I should all the time and exercising. Now, there were days I'd do better than others. There were days I'd do fine, but there were also, I never really, I never made it a habit and got, you know, put forth the effort and said, okay, starting today, I've got to whatever. I was like, well, I can start in February, and, you know, it's 20 pounds and da-da-da. So, yeah, to be real, I have not been, I hate on plan, but I'm not sure what the right, how do you say that? Like, I hadn't been trying, I guess you could say, and hadn't been very mindful of my eating. Like I said, some days I would do fine, but, you know, most of the time I was just, you know, doing like I had been, which had not served me well with the regain. And the main thing is I have not been exercising. I mean, here and there, a little walk here and there, but not exercising. And that's a big thing. I've never gotten into that habit the whole time. You know, I've done it some, but never gotten into a real habit of exercising. So that's a big thing for me, especially now. And this can be just a heads up for those of you who are going to have surgery, who have just had surgery, you know, maybe a year out, something like that. You've got to make that habit, because you'll find yourself like me, who is not in the habit and needs to do it, because the weight loss does not come easy anymore. You've got to fight for it, and exercise is a big part of that. So I'm going to start doing weekly weigh-ins again. Yes, it is a necessity. I know it helped me before, and it helped me to kind of connect with people and to say, okay, I've got to weigh in this day or that day, so I need to do something. Whether that's good or bad, that does help. The accountability does help. I won't get on here and make excuses and say, well, I don't know why, this and that. No, I haven't been eating the way I need to for weight loss, and I haven't been exercising. So that's that. You know, will I ever be perfect, eat exactly everything, just, you know, protein first, all, you know, this and that? No, I'm not going to do that, and I'm not going to tell you I'm going to do that. Whoops. Okay, sorry. I'm going to, like I've said, just change enough to make a difference. And that's what I tell people. Even now, I was talking to a lady, one of my customers at the airport, and we were talking about it, and she was asking all kind of questions, and I gave her the YouTube channel and all that. But that's my philosophy, and I believe it served me well when I follow it. You don't have to be perfect, or perfect's not the right word, but you don't have to do everything just right. You don't have to never eat a French fry. You don't have to never eat any bite of sugar. You don't have to do that. Now, if you can, and that serves you well, then do that. But you don't have to never say never. You just have to change enough to make a difference and to make it stick. And I've done that, and now I need to get back to where I was more mindful of things that I was doing. And I hope that makes sense. If it doesn't, ask me questions. But yeah, I'm not going to say, well, I'm not going to go out to dinner and, or on Saturdays, I'm not going to just eat how I want to. I'm not going to say that, because it's not true. And that's so important, to be honest, instead of, oh, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. And then behind the scenes, you're fudging it a little bit, literally. And, just be real, because that's what people want to hear. Real people want to hear the real story. And they don't want to hear how wonderful and perfect you are and how you do everything right. They want to hear everything. They want to hear that. They want to hear how you're doing well, but they also want to hear, if you are not doing well and how to get back, or how to, gain support to get back. So anyway, let me get to the numbers. I've totally gone off on a tangent. Surprise, surprise. But, I was 219 when I weighed in for the Shedding Pounds for Hounds on the 3rd of January. Yesterday morning, which was Monday the 6th, I was 221. So I had gone up, or 222. I think it was 222 yesterday morning, so I'd gone up. So I said, no, we ain't doing that. So yesterday I started eating well, being more mindful, or eating better, and then this morning I was 219, so it works. And I exercised just a little bit yesterday, not very much, but it works to be mindful of it. So I'm happy about that, and it's a start. So today, I'm going to go for a walk, probably walk Cade, and then walk some more myself, just to get back into some kind of habit of exercise. So because it's key. Otherwise, today I've eaten well, except for it was eating well. But if you've had this surgery, you'll know what I'm talking about. At the school cafeteria, they had chicken stir fry. It was, white meat chicken, vegetables. It was really good, and cheap, and, it was a good choice. But chicken and we have a love-hate relationship. I love it, and sometimes it hates me. It's still hanging around, and I ate that at like 12:15, and it's 2:18. Yeah. It's still there, and it's festering, bothering me, so I don't know. But anyway, I did make a good choice. It just did not settle too well. So that's where I'm at this moment, and it happens. It happens. It's over 3 years out, and I still sometimes get sick. And I'm not going to tell you that I don't, because I do. The lady that I was talking about at my work, one of the customers was asking me about getting sick, and I was like, yep. You something doesn't settle right sometimes, it'll happen. But it's not the end of the world, and I'd rather get sick from time to time if something doesn't settle than to be 544 pounds. So it's a small price to pay. So that's it. I will be doing weekly weigh-ins again. I'm not sure if it's going to be on Monday or Tuesday. Let's go ahead and do Tuesday, because today is Tuesday. So today I am 219. this morning. So I will be back again on next Tuesday to weigh in and hopefully have lost a good amount, because I really want to raise this money for these puppies and these little babies. And when I say babies, they're adult dogs and some of them are senior dogs, but they're all babies to me. But I really want to do this, and I need to, and it's a motivation, and I've got to get back where I need to be, under 200 too. So, if you have any questions, comments, helpful ideas, I would appreciate it. So I'm glad to see some other folks back doing weekly weigh-ins, and from my class or crew or whatever you call it, the years that we had surgery, I'm glad to see some folks back, because that's really encouraging that we're all kind of doing this together again. And for all you new folks, you know, regain happens. It can happen, and it probably will, but you can get a hold of it. So just watch us do that, and I'll talk again soon. Bye-bye.